Great news! Arm is coming to Compute Engine. Stick around if you're looking to save costs or get up to speed with new architectures, because in this video, we'll give you all the details about the new T2A machine types that use the new CPU architectures and are cost-effective alternatives to traditional x86 servers. The emergence of Arm in the data center represents a shift in the tech industry that could mean better workloads and cost efficiencies for you. And please note, the company and architecture were once referred to as Arm, ARM, from Acorn RISC Machines and later Advanced RISC Machines, but today Arm, ARM, is no longer regarded by Arm as an acronym. Until recently, Arm chips were mainly associated with IoT and mobile architectures because of Arm's reduced instruction set and low power consumption, but the evolution of Arm has opened it up to more diverse workloads, including server processors, compute-intensive workloads, desktops, laptops, server machine devices, high-performance computing, and even some of the fastest supercomputers in the world. In fact, while researching this video, I found out that Arm is used in the world's second fastest supercomputer, and that supercomputer held the #1 spot for 2 years. This gives developers more options to work with because some workloads can run faster or more efficiently on Arm. Also, it's part of the end-to-end developer ecosystem, so if your laptop is Arm, you can use the same architecture on the servers. But if you couldn't get access to these new chipsets before, you're out of luck. Luckily, Google Cloud is rolling out the first of its new family of Arm VMs, the T2A family. The T2A VM family represents GCE's initial foray into the Arm ecosystem and uses an Ampere Ultra processor. The T2A is a cost-effective and powerful offering that enables the Arm ecosystem. T2A will support VMs with up to 48 physical cores at 3 GHz and fixed VM shapes with 4 GB of memory per core, up to 192 GB. So, let's take a deeper look into why you might want to try it out. Switching to the new T2A VMs follows the same process you already use to manage your Google Compute Engine VMs. It's easy to move between Arm and x86 architectures for most applications. In fact, most web applications written in Java, JavaScript, C#, Python, and Ruby don't even need to recompile, and most Go programs should work after a recompile. And C++ is C++, so personally, I have no idea what'll happen. If you run your applications in containers and orchestrate them using Kubernetes, you may want to check out what's new in Google Kubernetes Engine. GKE users will now be able to incorporate T2A VM node pools into their clusters. You can use Arm nodes in GKE to explore how you can develop, test, and deploy your containers on the Arm architecture. Okay, back to GCE. Please note that this initial offering has a few limitations. For example, T2A VMs don't currently offer high CPU or high mem configs, custom machine types, local SSDs, or GPU support. But the feature set will change in the future, so be sure to look at the documentation. But if your work profile matches up with these new Arm VMs, then you'll see all the benefits we mentioned previously, including high performance, cost efficiency, and easy migration. High performance at the right price point is a critical consideration, and the new T2A series gives you even more opportunities to use machines that are best suited for your workloads. There are more Arm chips rolling out in the future, and features will be added over time, so now is a good time to go and explore this offering and how it can help you save money. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest and greatest from the Google Cloud Tech channel, and scroll down to the description to check out the Quick Start Guide for more in-depth information about the new Arm VMs.